Yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
What
Hey,
we got going on?
man.
You know the intro, my favorite part of all of this. I'm kidding. It's the first favorite part of all of this.
Hey, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find a way to
What?
record the green room, the intro, and how we get down in the
No.
green room
They can't
before the
get
show
behind the
goes on.
scenes, man. They can't get behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind the
They just
scenes
turn
is
up in the
important.
back, man. We gotta get ready for the show. It's an important show. It's Tuesday night, Marc J.
It is Tuesday night, and you know how it goes down Tuesday night in the city right here. Djs Talk podcast with DJ Hammer, DJ Marc J. We got special guests. We give info. We educate. We have some damn fun.
You know
That's
what
what
we
we do.
do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How your week been, man?
My week, dude. Let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
The heat is real disrespectful. Whether you're doing an inside event or an outside event, it's just disrespectful. Load in, load out is terrible. I'm sweating when I open my garage, and I don't appreciate it.
It just
That's
needs to be indoors. They be having people outside for cocktail hours, sweating. Shout out Rayvon for his post. He made a disclaimer earlier today talking about, hey, if you got an outside event, don't have your aunts and grandparents outside. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man.
Hot. Well, I think I got 2 shades darker since last weekend, but it's all good.
It suits you, brother. It suits you.
It does. I've been dark skinned all my life, and I don't plan to discontinue that as of today's date. I'm gonna keep on rolling just like King George.
Thing, man. Come on, DJ Problem.
you know how we do. We got to run through our norm.
Yeah.
Your week, last weekend. Talk to the people. Tell them what you did. I want to know.
So I was Bad Thursday. Started my week. Thursday's bad. The return of Bad Thursday was Amber's birthday. We was at Vagabond. It's a turnout. Standing room only. Band rocked out. Had my set at the end. We got to party a little bit. I didn't have anything Friday, Saturday. Matter of fact, I ran a conference all week and I was running sound, DJing, running mics and stuff like that. Saturday night, had a gig with shout out K Sparks. We was at 6335. Fiend from No Limit came through, matter of fact. So he performed. Got some flicks with him, shared some info, dropped a flash drive with some beats on it, the networking aspect of everything. And then Sunday, I rested, man. I was tired. He said it was hot. What you get into, man?
Friday, what did I have a problem remembering what the hell I did last week, because after it's over with, I'm on to the next. I know Saturday I had, you know what? I take that back. No, it's not on to the next. I had one event, and that was Saturday. We went out of town Thursday, Friday, and then to gear up for Saturday, we went to Baltimore to do the Spirit of Baltimore, which was a very interesting event that I would love to do again and again. For my own personal reasons, because people that I think I spoke to it before. People that are going to come to the event have to be there at the beginning to the end.
They gotta stay. They gotta stay the whole time. They don't get to not party. I feel it.
Yeah, they get the full vibe.
Okay,
vibe.
So that was live. Y'all was on the boat.
Yeah.
You get the DJ at all?
Yeah. It was me. Shout out to my man, DJ. I forgot his first name. But what's his name?
Shout out to your man.
DJ Jizzle.
Okay.
Out of the DMV. Awesome DJ. Awesome DJ, very professional. We had a couple of complications at the beginning. However, as professionals do, how we do what we do, we overcame those things, had the party rocking from the beginning to the end. We had a good time, and the reviews are out, and it is what it is.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's a good weekend.
Yes, indeed. Now, as the DJ start to check in, y'all, again, like we do, post your name, post your DJ name, post your Instagram if you want to, because people that are viewing it now, also the people that are reviewing the restream, they may want to get in contact you for one reason or another, and we are not hating on them wanting to contact you.
Not at all, man. Share your info. We here to network. That's what we're here to do, man. And shed light on the DJs out here working, man, because we all out here getting it, trying to get it in different ways, privately, clubs, bars, whatever you're doing, man. We just here to chop it up, a little midweek check-in, and we got some super special guests this week, man. At least to me.
We call them heavy hitters.
You can call them what you want, man.
Body blows.
Young goat.
You see LeBron and Bronny, right?
Talk about it.
Oh, I ain't gonna talk about it yet. We're gonna get into it.
They
They
gonna talk
already know it's coming. They already know it's coming.
about it, man.
Hey, let's roll down. Let's roll down these things.
What we
Hey,
got?
if you're in the live, please share the live. That's your cover charge. Share the live for us. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just share it just to get the information out. Somebody want to know what we talking about.
No doubt.
Weekly shout outs.
You gotta kick it off.
Man, I'm gonna kick off the DMV area in a whole. Reason being that they party different.
Word.
They party different. They party
Elaborate
different.
a little bit.
It's a whole it's just a different vibe. Number one, not just Saturday, but every time I go to the DMV and go to an event there, no matter what the event costs, people are there. There's a great number of people there, and they come to party. They come to party. So it's a different dynamic. I think this is just my opinion than what we go through here in the city of RVA. They have legitimate clubs still, along with the restaurants that have the DJs and the live bands for entertainment. But it's just a party city, and it's like no hate, and it's just a different vibe. And every time I go there, I see the same thing. So it's very consistent from my standpoint.
No, that's real. Shout out to DMV, man.
DMV, there you go. Hey, who you got?
Who I got this week, man? I'm gonna shout out the Hippodrome. I'm gonna be there this weekend. And matter of fact, why bigger than the Hippodrome? Just any venue that we DJ at that got their own equipment in it that's run correctly. Man, shout out to y'all. Y'all the real champs, man. That's what I love. Not having to set up everything and unload at the end of the night, load back up when everybody leave. No, we're good. Shout out to y'all. Y'all make it easy on the board, man.
DJ Heaven wants to remain labor free.
I didn't say that. I am willing to do my part, but if you can do part of my part, by all means, thank you. Shout out to you. Don't step on my shout out, bro.
No, that's not a bad thing, because number one, if a venue has their own sound is run correctly and they have limits on to what can be done from a DJ so they won't blow their stuff, they can actually hire a DJ and chop a little bit off, and and they got good sound. Plug an iPad, plug an iPhone, whether you got a restaurant, whatever the case is, have some good sound flowing throughout the event. Because DJs, and I don't care who's listening, DJs don't like lugging their entire system in and out. We don't. We do it because it pays well, but we just don't. I don't like it.
It's not my favorite thing in the world. I'll put it that way, man.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Shout out Mr. Walker. I see you, my brother. 757 in the building. Shout out Friday. And I'm looking in a couple of different directions. I'm looking at an iPad here, 2 screens here. So if y'all see my eyes wander from left to right to front to back, up to down.
Lit. He not drunk. That's all.
Now, hey, one important thing. The YouTube channel is up right now. We're actually streaming on the Djs Talk YouTube channel, which we want to gradually get to. But if you are on this stream, on the restream, please go to Djs Talk and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, let me see.
Very important.
I'll put the link in the chat, man.
We can get all the episodes on there. Episodes from all the way up to the ones up leading up to tonight, and we will continue to broadcast along with post the episodes of Djs Talk on the Djs Talk YouTube channel.
I'm with it. You ready, man? What we come to do, man?
Listen, I'm not a basketball fan, right?
Okay.
Not a basketball fan. But recently, LeBron James and his son, he has the ability to play basketball with his son, which is basically unheard of, basically undone. So it's a groundbreaking, I guess, experience for everybody, us, and also them. But in Richmond, local RVA, the Petersburg area, the Bird.
Come on, man.
We have a combo of gentlemen. We have a pioneer, and he has what we call an offspring.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Bam.
Just hit the button. Bam. Let's go. In the building, live and direct. Djs Talk.
And you know how we do it. No lube. We going straight in. Straight in is how we do it here on Djs Talk. What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's happening, bro?
He said no lube, he going straight in.
Hey,
Come
man,
on.
Every week.
that's how he feels. Absolutely. Every week.
Somebody hit the button.
Yeah, he says it right there every week. You gotta hit the other button.
Drop the bomb, drop the clue bomb on that one.
Come on, right. Look, we got grabs, man. Come on.
And look, and every time I say that, he be like,
What you want me to co-sign? I can't do it. I can't even do it, man.
That's my official saying, bro.
That's
We gotta go straight in, no lube.
I can't take your catchphrase.
And look, we got DJ Foot, we got Shawn Breezy on the we ain't gonna say on the ones and twos, we got them on the idol and the Bible, whatever it is. I want you guys to I know you, especially Foot. And Foot, don't do that Marcus thing. Don't do that.
Okay, I'm
not like the name.
Okay, let me start off by saying, Mark Hammer, hey man, I love what y'all doing, man. What y'all doing for the culture, for real. That's what's happening, man. I mean, it's a good look for everybody, man. Y'all doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all going straight in.
Right. I appreciate that. No, we appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like I say every week, man. Like, gotta have a platform for us to just be us and talk and communicate and network as DJs and talk questions, talk gear, talk clubs, talk places and how our weekends are going to recap. Because we normally, like Marc J said earlier, it's I'll be forgetting because it's on to the next gig. We don't ever get a chance to kind of come together and discuss and like what we liked, what we didn't like, what we could shift as a community if we get together on the same notion here. So, you know, I appreciate that. Like, that's what we do it for every Tuesday.
The brotherhood is real. It's real. That Foot, we know you. Tell anyone that does not know who DJ Foot is, tell them a little bit about yourself, what you've been doing, who you are. We already know, but bless them.
Absolutely.
Where do I start? Okay. DJ Foot, originally from Petersburg, Dinwiddie area. I mean, I've been DJing since 1982.
Wow.
1982. So me, I wasn't even born. Hammer. Look like you.
Get my calculator out.
You got about 10 on me.
It's 2024. I go. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I've been DJing. Pretty much the DJ pretty much everywhere there is to be, everywhere there is to go. And
wow.
I just let I don't like to, I don't like to drag it out. I don't like to talk about it for real because I mean I've been places. I've done some things that like a whole lot of DJs can't even really speak on. I'm not trying to
understood.
I don't try to throw that at nobody. I don't try to tell it to nobody, but yeah, I've been some places.
Yeah.
I've done some things, around some real fluid people. I mean, real solid folks.
That's awesome.
I'm just truly blessed to be still doing what I'm doing, at such at a ripe old age of 58 plus. Yeah. So I've been DJing for almost 40 of those 50 years. So I mean, it's a good luck.
That's amazing.
I thank God every day for it. That's all.
I know that's right.
And I just thank God every day for being able to be here and still be able to do what I do and entertain the masses, on an everyday basis. So, truly blessed.
Wow.
Truly blessed.
And to be still relevant. Still relevant. I might add, still relevant, still doing your thing. We still see you on flyers. You're still combinating with some of the people that are doing big things.
100%. 100%.
Now, and before we hit Shawn, I know you said you've done some big things. What was one of your favorite artists to work with, whether it be on tour, whether it be just in the studio, or whether it be just DJing for?
Well, I would be selfish if I didn't say it. I gotta say Trey Songz because I watched the evolution of Trey. And I watched him. We just got to make it to where he is right now. I mean, we remember little Trey from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But look at him now. I mean, through anything and everything, he overcame adversity, and he's a star, man. That's
so crazy.
That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's gonna always be that guy. So I mean, he's and not only if you knew anything about Trey, you would see how smart he is, how gifted he is, and how he's able to do what he's done and to be where he is and and just to know what he knows. I mean, it's a blessing. It truly is. I mean, and to be in the company of some of the people that he's been around, I can really appreciate being a part of that 4 years, 3-4 years of my life to travel around the world and to see everything I saw and to be in there. You know what I'm saying? It was just a great look. So, I mean, I don't take none of that for granted, man. I mean, the man knows his business and he knows his craft to the T. But I have to say Trey is the most gifted and let's say underrated at the same time because he's still relevant. I mean,
100%.
He's been doing what he's been doing for long as he's been doing it, and just wish him Godspeed. Just keep doing what he's doing.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Feel you on that.
It's like a blip on the radar of, I'm sure, everything that this man has encountered or gigged at or seen and been a part of. But no, we appreciate that. And
just to see him, you know what I'm saying? Like when he was planning tours and stuff like that, to see just how he wanted things, how he wanted the concept to evolve, and just everything was just so well played and so well thought of, and the way his visions were like it became to full fruition, and I was like, man, I mean, I had no idea that he was like. After the first tour, I was like, man, this guy's God. Look at him. He's I mean, I could sit here all day and talk about this, but I mean, it's
who he
if
is.
you were in there, you would have been like, man, I can't believe that, man. I mean, so yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Noted.
Like I said, once again, Trey Songz is, hey man, it's that guy. It's that guy.
Big
Michael Jordan of the Bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, a long time ago, I don't know how many years ago, you had this bouncing baby boy. And I'm gonna let Chris DJ Hammer bring him in because that's his man. So I'm gonna let him do this.
100%. Anybody ask?
Do it.
My God. Come on,
I
man.
don't even got the words, dog. I'm talking like, how there's always a backstory and you don't expect it. It's not an expectation. Like you miss a gig and you got somebody you got to fill in and they pick somebody. And you're like, you don't know. You never know if there's a fill-in person how they gonna be. Bottom line. And I remember showing up after a wedding at a spot and he was on stage rocking. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it was, there weren't a lot of people at the time that was in there because I showed up early. And he was just rocking. And if you know me, I don't care if it's 2 or 20,000 people. If you can give those 2 people an experience, you got something. And I remember at that moment being like, oh, what you think? I was asked what I thought. I was like, yo, he's in here. I was like, I don't care what I got to do or if I got to step down, I want him in this spot because this is what I want to surround myself with. Little did I know that person was DJ Shawn Breezy, man. So I appreciate you being here. Funny, I didn't even know y'all was gonna be on here until recent. So I'm hype. And as always, I got my notepad because the gems that I know that will be spit on this are something you can't pay for. So I appreciate you being here, man. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. What you've been doing, where you started. Like, give them something.
My God, Hammer, what's going on, man? I've been DJing. My name is Shawn Breezy the DJ. Been DJing since I was 10. Like I say, of course, my father introduced me to the DJ world. Been DJing on the radio for this year is 10 plus years. Made my debut for the classes at noon in November of 2017. I DJed in every venue, like I said, in the Richmond area, in the Petersburg area, somewhat Norfolk. Of course, like I said, had experience with DJ Hammer out there, like I said, in his university. So, like I said, well known, like it's very well known around the area, man.
That's the guy, man.
You getting emotional, Ham. You're getting emotional.
Energy, dog. Because
I see it in your eyes. You're getting the lines in your forehead. It's just getting real in here. But look now,
like I said, you get it because you know when you know. Like I said, I stress the culture. I stress that people are in it for the right reasons,
right?
And
man.
Everybody isn't. But
we just had this conversation like 2 weeks ago. We just had this convo like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. Bro. And it's just when you know you got good people around you that are good DJs and are in it for the right reasons, you really want to share that wealth. Like I said, I don't have no problem with bigging up other people while they're here or giving people flowers while they're here. And that's something I'll stand on. You know what I mean?
Hey, do me a favor. I'm gonna repeat what you just said. And that just goes to the concept of what we're doing. Surrounding yourself with good people, like-minded people that are, whether it be sometimes they're not even good DJs, but we as a culture, as a brotherhood, attempt to help them to evolve to be good DJs, good business people, good associates in some way, shape, or form. So that's very important. That's just that's the platform of what we're trying to create when we do this thing every Tuesday. Because I ain't the best DJ, but the people I surround myself with, it's a strong brotherhood, bro. Strong. It's strong.
Agreed.
It's definitely a brotherhood, and that's what I stand on that myself. I mean, I stand on brotherhood because it's a lot of talent in the Richmond area. It's just as much talent in the Petersburg area. I mean, it's talent everywhere you go. I mean, it's not like it's not here. I mean, everybody has their, they got their connections with who they DJ with and who they know and where they go. It's that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, but sometimes it can go left. But you just got to take it for what it really is, man. If somebody show you who they are, good or bad, you just got to believe.
That's good. That's it. Because I'm not looking for anybody to be one way or the other. I'm looking for you to give me your true self, so I know how to maneuver and place you within what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I expect truth. 100. Exactly, Mark.
Hey, and that's what I mean. I guess that's what I stand on. Because I've met some great people and met some people I'm not too fond of.
Of course,
but the energy remains positive. It remains positive. Let me tell you. Hold on, we go back it up. Foot said, he said, "Listen, brother. He sees it in my eyes and my smile. Sometimes I don't go in like I should go in. I don't give the true truth."
You were the one that told him this.
Mark keeps everything with a smile. He goes say what he got to say with a smile. Look at me laughing, right?
It's like putting LOL at the end of a text message. You make it a lot better.
Just say what you got to say, but he gonna laugh. He gonna be like, yeah.
Hey man,
he gonna keep that smile.
Hey, that's how it went. He called me. He said, "Look, bro. Now you know what?" I said, "All right, cuz you right." And he was right. I try my best on this platform to remain positive, and sometimes I do want to say some things that go left, but I try to keep my composure.
That's what we're here for.
You got to keep professional. You got to keep professional at all times.
That's a good point. See, man, look, gems.
Now, was it the fatherhood, sonhood? I guess, was it a forced thing to have him DJ, or it's like you was DJing one day, he's like, let me get up on that, and then it just flowed from there?
No, actually, how it started, I mean, I think he always wanted to do that, and it's not like it was something I had to push on him, but we were at a function, and he was with me one day, and we were just out at the park, Shands Park to be exact. And I was just sitting there listening. I mean, all the older guys were sitting around, and I think it was, somebody was playing it was the Locks. It was Money, Power, Respect. And I was like, okay. And DMX Park came on, and he was, me and a whole gang of guys, we were sitting there, and Shawn was sitting there with a bunch of older guys. And I heard somebody rapping DMX the whole song, right? I mean, his whole verse.
Come on.
And I looked down at him, and I was like, and I looked at everybody looked at me, and I was like, I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
He was in it.
But if you listen, I can listen to my son right now, my youngest, my 15-year-old, and he, word for word, he can tell you every song. He know every word, everything. And I'm like, but Shawn did it, and I was like, and it was like older guys, and they were right there. And then they gave him a microphone. And why did they do that?
That's a great question.
Sit him right up in front of. He got on the top of the speakers, and he was like, "Go on, you put your hands up." Y'all get him down. And he asked the Dr. Smooth and Lloyd T. They was like, "Boy, leave that boy alone. Leave him alone. Let him do this." And I'm sitting up there like,
come on.
Like, I mean, if you just saw the look on my face, you would have been like, yeah. And I'm like, and at the same time, you wanted to smile because you knew you was like, there you go. That's it in right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I'm proud of him on so many levels, man. The way he does what he does, the way he executes, the way he DJs, the way he's humbled by. I mean, everybody humbled. Everybody's saying how humbled he is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and even when people tell me, man, you got a humble son because it's sir here, sir there, yes sir, no ma'am. I mean, everybody, and it makes me proud to have a son like that. I mean, and like I said, I ain't gaslighting and I ain't bragging, but yeah. Then again,
brag, brother, brag.
You should be. That's what we're here to do.
It's my guy. It's my guy. We bump heads every now and then, but that's my guy.
Part of it.
There's a lot of me in him. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is, man. That's my guy.
It's the hunger within the humbleness, I think, is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, I compliment his mom as well because his upbringing, he was brought up the right way,
100%.
Everybody, it takes, like they said, it takes a village. His mom, his grandmother, his grandfather, my family, everybody. We brought him up the right way, man. So that's to be us to him, though.
Okay, good stuff. Now, I'm a bounce to Shawn because number one, I want to know how it feels to have a dad that can DJ. And number one, the talent is there because some dad son combinations that one can, one can't, and so forth. Both you guys are official. Now, how does it feel to have a pioneer or RVA pioneer in this DJ game as a dad to kind of nurture, to kind of give you structure if structure is needed, to kind of give you the advice? How does that feel, bro?
It's a blessing. Like it's a true blessing to have a father figure like my father, because he was very fierce at first, and he was very just on some, let me see if you're serious about it, because as when I was coming up, I told him, hey pops, let me DJ. He was like, man, stop, man, go ahead somewhere, go ahead play on the game somewhere, But then again, I made it my business to let him know, like, I'm serious about this, and I'm willing to carry your legacy. So one day we was at the NCO club, the regiment, also known as the Regimental Club on Fort Lee. So he was just like, I'm gonna really put you to the test here. Like I said, this gonna really show me if you're gonna carry my legacy or not. Because I'm gonna put you here from 10 to 2. My boy's gonna tell me if you done good or not. If you do good, that's how I know you're ready. And like I said, he put me to the test. I was nervous at first. I was very nervous at first, but because you put me out there to 600-700 people, like I said, especially on a Friday night. This is the 15th at that.
Yeah.
So I'm just more like, he told me 3 rules. He was just more like, don't be nervous, do your best, and keep everybody off the stage.
That's hard.
So like I said, and ever since then, like I said, it's been up ever since.
Keep everybody off your stage.
That's rule number 1.
Come on.
Rule number 1 as a DJ, because like I said, you never know. Like I said, some knucklehead gonna come on stage with a beer, with a liquor beverage, or anything like that. Spill on your MacBook or your controller. It's a wrap. Hey, we all know as DJs, they don't have the funds to replace it right then and there.
Boom.
That's a new one.
It's not new.
Well, not to mention they'll kick you.
Come on.
Kick out a plug, and then
exactly.
Then it's like you turn around and looking at him like, it's like, you know what you did.
Exactly that. They gonna look at me. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no.
And it just so happened that one of the sergeant majors at Fort Lee did that one night, and I gave him the business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I used to tell him all the time, man, you got a drink in your hand too, man. If you don't get, you know what I'm saying? I gave it to him, and every time he see me now, he still reminds me of that.
Of course.
Hey, bro, that's like if I come to your job, you're a sergeant major. You got an image to uphold and everything. It wasn't like I was being
A jerk? Yeah, no, he was good.
No, but he knew what he had did. And he got off the stage so fast. We never had that problem anymore.
And you shouldn't. Anybody that gets told to move their drink, man, like I hate people that get mad at me for telling them to watch their drink. Like, I'm not gonna spill it. I'm not gonna. I don't care. I don't care.
How about people that put drinks on your sub?
Look at everybody's face. Everybody had a different face in the moment because we know.
Hey, that's gonna be. I'm gonna have to meme that because I said that and everybody.
I got it,
dude. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Somebody putting drinks on your sub. I'd rather somebody sit on my sub than put a drink on my sub.
I mean, you have tables, you have a bar, you have every obstacle in the club. Why am I speaking?
Yeah.
Why am I speaking, man?
It's not
I'm dancing right here.
It's a petition as well. If you got a petition,
oh my gosh,
they want to sit all on. I mean, stand on the petition when you know it's just a white or a black piece of film. I mean, you know, in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And they sitting on that, and it's like, well, why are you leaning on that? You know, man, I'm not gonna break your, you know, man.
It always amazes me how alcohol and music hypnotize people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they get so uneducated immediately, you know, because of those elements are put into place. Well, I take that back. Alcohol, females, and music. Because females add a little something to it too.
Females be the main one putting their drink on my sub.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. I don't care if Marc J try to soften it. No, it be y'all.
Hey, go at them.
No, I'm good. That's all I need. Hey, it's no beef. It be y'all though. Accountability is what I like to say.
Yeah.
So to go on record, you blame all females.
Here you go on the record. See, I'm about to clip that and it's gonna say Marc J saying I blame all females.
You know what?
Moving on.
Let's move. Let's travel. Now, when y'all are DJing together, because y'all have been doing some things together. I've seen some flyers. I've seen, you know, Shawn Breezy. I've seen DJ Foot. Do y'all like tag teaming? I mean, matter of fact, I'm putting both of y'all on the spot.
You gotta say
who rocks the party better?
Pops. No,
and
Pops
that's what I expected to happen right there.
First and foremost, I mean, like, you know, I mean, as the OG in the game. I mean, I've been asked all the time. I mean, throughout the years for 3 years straight. Man, look, man, who's better, man? Your dad or your? I'm like, bro, how am I gonna be better than somebody that's 40 years in the game that taught me the game? Like, I mean, everything that you hear, who you think I learned it from? And I'm just more like, no, I'm just more like, and I get credit when credit is due. Because like I said, you know, if it weren't for, you know, my father, I wouldn't be as where I'm at today. And let's make it make sense. Like I said, you know, and like I said before, man, like I said, you know, I mean, everybody goes through Foot. I mean, everybody at your Foot, you know, your son this, your son that. I want Breezy. And then they call my father first and just be like, you know, hey, yo, you know what Shawn at? I mean, can you get Shawn this weekend? Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, we just did the unlocking RVA part. Like I said, you know, I rocked it first. And like I said, you know, I say the old school part for him. Of course, the 80s babies, the 90s babies, like, of course, like, you know, from, you know, the Run DMCs all the way to the Notorious B.I.G.s, the Pacs, you know, so on and so forth, and like Tribe Called Quest and all, you gonna rock it.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, it's just like I said, I mean, coming up, you know, the creativity that he has is second to none. And like I said, I'm not just being biased because he's my son. The creativity, he creates some stuff that I don't even be thinking about, and I'd be like, I ain't even think of that.
Right.
You know, I didn't hear it. But then again, everything is so out there right now. I mean, in this day and age, you know, the crates are crazy out there. I mean, you can go out there and then you can pull almost anything you want off a crate and just make it out a party. And I noticed how he cooks up his stuff for the classics at noon, you know, and I'm like, man, okay. And then sometimes he'll be like, why are you playing that? Well, you know, Pops was, I mean, and, you know, it's a debate. Yeah. It's not a debate. It's just like, Shawn, that's not. And I learned this from Mike Street. You know, and Street is the guy, man. Street is the guru. And fans of us about it. I mean, he will tell you straight up, it's not a hit. Well,
Mm.
even Nat, with then big up Nat, you know, he will tell you the same thing. That's not a hit. Lonnie will tell you it's not a hit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I used to trust me, all of those guys, I learned a lot from them. Although I was older than all of them, I learned a lot from them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because Nat is that little brother that I mean I could always depend on with when he came there. I mean, being right or wrong, you know, I mean, me and him were like we would bump heads to the point where, you know what, Nat, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and, you know, and it's like I said, watching him come up as young as he was. I mean, that whole New York swag and everything. Lonnie, I mean, man, I can get on the phone with Lonnie B right now, and me and him we can go back and forth. We go first, we got to say something slick to each other, and then we got to
Of course.
what's going on. I mean, you know, but man, that's the little brother. That's the little brother too. And get back to Mike Street. He's like, man, that's words can't describe, man. I mean, this guy he gave me the ball a long time ago. He told me at Radio One. He said, "Man, if you want to come up here, come on up here." You know, yada yada yada. Guy from Petersburg. I mean, he brought me up here, so I got to say big up to him because Street opened that door for me. You know, and now the way he treats my son, he loves my son like, man, well, he'll talk to my son more than he'll talk to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. I mean, he treats my son with the utmost. Nat treats my son with the utmost. And when Nat was over there with us, Nat took care of my son. And to this day, this is why if he would call me and say, "Foot, we got to get Shawn straight, man. We got to get him straight." Hey, Nat, that's your show. That's your show, bro.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the days, man. That was the days.
I got to turn the other way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, but it's always been like, you know, people have always, and once again, that's why I told Hammer earlier in the beginning. I appreciate him for looking over my son. I appreciate all the guys out there, man, and the Drakes and everybody. For, you know, all everybody takes care of my son, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all for what y'all do for him. And hey, man, it's got to the point where I'm on the other side of where I can sit back home and just watch and make sure everything all right. Even the guys in the street, I'll tell them in a minute, man, make sure my son all right. But you know, we got him, and it's a good feeling. Although my son he's a grown man, you know, I mean, he's still my baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's how I look at it. You know? So, yeah, but shout out to all the guys out there. Like I said, the guy that's back and that's covering him, and the guys down here in Petersburg. It's a brotherhood out here, man. We got a brotherhood that's like I said, that's second to none. You know what I mean? Rather be Richmond, Petersburg, and Port. I don't care where it is. They got his back. You know? So I know he's watched over by plenty of people. Plenty of people got him. I mean, hell, it can be even the securities. They be watching nephew. They call him, all of them call him nephew. You know, nephew here, nephew there. Yeah. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really worry as much as I used to, because it's been nights that I've been like, man, I got to call him at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure he all right. You know, Pop, I'm good, Pop.
I'm packing up, right?
Dad, that's all it is.
All right. That's what it's about, man. Like it's good to have, you know what I mean? Like I said, it takes the right crowd. It takes being out here and making a reputation that's worth somebody even feeling like, okay, I can look out for this person. These are good people. You know what I mean? It makes it almost effortless, you know, because good people look out for good people.
Exactly.
Solid. That's solid, man. You know, and then one of the reasons why we brought y'all guys on here, number one, because I F's with y'all.
F's.
100. But you know, it's a story. You know what I mean? It's a story. I mean, you got Foot, you got Breezy. You know, coincidentally, we got Bronny and Brian, and it just matched. But the fact that I'm just tripping because like so many father and son combos, they can't do the same thing, and y'all can do the exact same thing on the platform that we're on, whether it be an old school party or a young party. You know, y'all can get it done, and Like I can't get my son. My son, he won't touch a turntable. He produces, he makes beats. But
That
I,
count.
you know,
It's still in the bloodline. It's still in the
but he
blood.
want to get on. He's like, no, good, I'm good.
I
Okay.
got a son that raps too. So it's like it's
Music.
all the way around. But I mean, it's like I said, some things I don't even have to say. I let them speak for themselves. You know what I mean? And I let them choose their own path. I let Shawn choose his own path. You know, some of the people I might look at him and like, well, okay, okay, and I give him, like I give him a lecture sometime and tell him straight up, hey man, if this is what you want, then you do it. But I got to think about that one, because
Yeah.
if I know that you a snake, then I mean, hey man, I ain't
Very, very tough to work with.
Yeah, man.
now. But there's a
Man.
lot of these guys out here, man. Like I said, all the guys down my way. I mean, they respect me. I respect them. I mean, they respect Shawn, and we all respect each other. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you got a few that's gonna be that way.
Of course.
But I just it's funny to me sometimes. All I can do is laugh at them all. Sometimes I have to get to the point. I might get a little ticked off, but it ain't gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like
anything more than me addressing it or laughing at it, because the behavior, when it exists, it's more of a like it doesn't have to exist. And I think that's ultimately a lot of what I gain from having these conversations week in and week out, because it's a lot of brotherhood. It's a lot of we can do all this together. We got people that look out for each other versus the stigma that we see week in and week out every once in a while that it's like this versus this versus this, or it's a versus, or I beef with this person, when in reality we all out here getting it, and we all out here doing it for the love of money and being good people, in this industry, and keeping it to where it's not gatekeepers and it's not people that you got to worry about, oh, I don't want to piss this person off or I won't get a gig here, because I've encountered that stuff. I don't mind talking about this, man.
Speak to it.
Mark, I'm not. Yeah.
It's basically a lot of ego tripping. My bad for interrupting you. There's it's a lot of ego tripping like out here, and a lot of people think they're better than people. I mean, I experienced it myself, during past tense. That my father said me a lot. Don't entertain this foolishness, or else all you're gonna do is uplift them, and they're gonna take your stuff, your spot away from you. So when it comes down to people snaking you out, backdooring you, or doing God knows what. I mean, I'm at the age now, I just let it ride. Because, like I said, I let God handle it. Because at the end of the day, it's just more like, because if you handle it out of your own hands, all you're going to do is trick yourself out of your position.
Of course.
And, what I mean? A lot of people ain't even worth that, man. Like I said, and then, like, a lot of people that shut me out, and a lot of people then, like I said, just laughed in my face. But I take the Kendrick Lamar quote, I popped out and showed them. So it's just more like now, just more like, and in other words, they're not like us, man. They're not like us.
They not. And usually when stuff like that occurs, or I feel like I lost a gig or somebody backdoored me, it's usually because God got something better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like most of the time, somebody cancel on me, or I get somebody that, I didn't put a deposit down, but you my homie, so I thought you'd understand. I normally get a better, bigger gig out of that. You know what I mean? And I don't attribute that to nobody but God. You know what I mean?
I'm a strong believer. You got to keep that negativity outside the screen door. You can see them, they can see you, but that screen door right there, just keep it locked.
Outside the screen door.
Outside the screen door, don't let them know we in, because they looking.
Everybody got storm doors now, B. Come on, man, knock it off, man.
I went old school country on them.
You throw out the dish rag, the dishwater, and all that.
Don't throw out the baby. Oh man, listen to y'all, boy.
Screen door. You put a lock on the screen door. You got that little hook that you put the lock on the screen door. Come on, man.
The door. It's outside.
Keep on the clothesline outside. Just
you can see them. They can see you,
but
they can't.
You got the
Hey, that's always been my motto, bro. Because, like, I mean, just say for instance, and I guess my own personal story. Like, I ain't, I've never been on the radio, and I just did me, and no matter what someone said positively or negatively, I'm going to do me, and what I do, hopefully that'll get me to where I want to be. And if they don't agree with it, okay, cool. Stay outside the screen door.
Yeah,
because you're
see each
looking.
other. You see each other. You just
You
can't
like,
come
I
in.
can see you. You can
I
see
feel
me.
it.
But hey, that's
It's in the notepad.
and what Shawn said, like, say for instance, this is why I trip. Like, say for instance, even for you, DJ Hammer, the younger generation that are speaking like we're speaking and kind of understand some of the things that me and Foot that we've encountered being, older DJs. I ain't as old as you though, but being older DJs, if they talking the same language, just imagine where they're going to be in the 10 years, whether it be business wise, gig wise, popularity wise, financial, the financial gains that they'll have because they understand the business right now.
Right.
Because in my opinion, DJs ain't, DJs, people will continue to have parties, will continue to get married, continue to have celebrations. So I don't think AI can take over what we do.
No.
If we're doing it effectively,
Not in the sense of personable, like being personable and actually catering to people. Like, I don't think that ever gets replaced. You know what I mean? You can play a playlist and still not have an interaction or change anything about how somebody looks at you or feels. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a connection within music that is different when it is between people versus machines.
Yeah. You're right. But I mean, it's just like the music, the variety of music. I talk about it all the time as well. Like I was doing a wedding the other day.
Yeah.
I was talking to Shawn, and there was a couple of songs that I had missing, and I was like, Shawn, I need this song right here. There's one song I missed. What was the song? Superstar, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Superstar by Usher. Yep.
Joint, yeah.
I mean, now I download almost every day. I try to keep my. And I was like, I'm missing that Usher song. He said, "Oh, you talking about Superstar, ain't you?" I was like, I think that's the one. And he gave it to me. He airdropped it to me right there, and I was like, okay. But see, it's like I said, some things slip through the cracks, and
of course,
and that's why I think I went to the last I Love R&B, and I heard Lonnie play a couple of songs, and that was one of them, and I was like. And I saw the response, and I was
reaction.
Like, well, it's not like I never heard it before, but I've heard it, and I was like,
they yelling. They out there yelling at us.
I came on, looked at my crate, and I was like, I ain't got it. I might have professionals and all that other stuff, but
But even that alone, like,
exactly.
Pay attention to the information. Like, if you aren't out here hearing things, I don't care if you're in a convenience store or a department, the mall, or another DJ set and hearing something that you can't incorporate to what you're already doing. Like, that's why I fight for breaking records still, Marc J, who don't believe that we should do that no more. That's why I'm out here. What
I watch Shawn, and like I said, watch his moves, and like I said, sometimes I'll be like, okay, what is that? I might be over there look at his computer, might be like,
like, how else do we grow?
Music, some of this music, I'd be like,
I ain't say have it all. Some of this stuff out here is
some of that music that he will play. Yeah. No, bro, I'm not even going there and try to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, some of the stuff he play, and I'm like, bro, what is this? I'm like, all right, you got that one, bro. You got me on that one, but no, some of that music, man, I'd be like, no, you got it, bro. You go ahead, you can handle this young guy.
Yeah,
you got it.
And even with music throughout the years, right? Like, everything wasn't, like you said, everything ain't a hit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It always comes back to that. Because I was talking with a couple of my guys earlier. I'm like, yo, so what are we classifying as a hit? Because some people will say, oh, it's the numbers it does. Some people say it's the reaction the crowd gets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody got a different definition of what a hit is. As a DJ, we understand that it's based off of reaction, usually.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it varies.
So,
Yeah,
but
I'm
like,
not
you
saying
know,
that.
when it comes down to that, like, but you know, but sometimes like when it comes down to the hit records, I mean, you can play that hit record, but sometimes the crowd want to hear that B-side record also that makes the club, like I said, just or makes the radio, you know, go ham also.
Yeah.
Like say for
Words of
example, like you
James
know, for
Earl
the
Jones,
classics at noon.
in the words of James Earl Jones and Coming to America, who told you that?
Come on. Come on.
But in my chemistry, it works because, like I said, you know, every time I look up on Facebook, it's just more like, man, the classics that who's the DJ on classics that no, I got a
Every
text from
time.
Lily Chanel,
Yes.
like I said, you know, from you know playing R&B songs that I played I played a Usher record last week, the old record that's what it's made for. Nobody didn't play this in a minute.
Right.
And like I said, you know, and you know, she texted me out the middle of nowhere. She sent a text message what her friends were saying, and it was just like, "Who's the DJ on the radio?" Because this R&B mix is, you know, top tier. Like the Trey Songz record, I
Yeah.
play "Your Side of the Bed."
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you know,
When the last time
that's
you heard
you
it?
know,
Yeah.
that yeah, like nobody didn't hear that record in a long time. I play the records that you know make things memorable, and like I said, oh man, I ain't heard this in a long time.
It's
So I'm
classics
like,
by
yeah,
definition.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the things that people say, I'm the DJ that what you not gonna play, I'm gonna play. Like I said, you know, my daddy used to get on me for playing Boosie too much. Like I said, you know,
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you
mean,
still do.
Still do it. Yeah, I was like,
Hold
did it?
on.
Did he?
Oh, Hammer?
wait,
Hey,
wait,
Mark, Hammer, Mark. Okay, if y'all are at a party what Shawn is doing, and he can see
I
that
don't
it's
like
the
this.
type of crowd it is in there, you tell me that he's not gonna play a Boosie record. You tell me he's not gonna play a Webby record. If you tell
I'm
me,
in the club. Come on, people.
okay,
man.
thank you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, of course. I
Oh
mean,
God,
Hey, be turning me up, boy.
yes sir.
I
I'm
mean,
lifted.
Wipe Me Down is like one of the
That's like the
ones now. I
surface
mean,
level.
10 years
He
ago,
be
like I
in
said,
the
10 years ago, like I said, Pops looked at me like, really? Really,
right
Doc?
now. Right now. Right. Yeah. The look.
I don't even remember it not being a hit.
It's not a hit. It wasn't a hit. It's a
Talk
hit in
about
the
it.
hood.
Talk about
It's
it.
a hit in the hood. Yes, that's a
Talk
hit
about
in
it.
the hood. But are you gonna hear? Is it gonna break the top 40? Is it gonna break the man?
See, back to the
Yeah,
hit thing,
yeah,
right? What's
yeah.
a hit?
Boosie did. Boosie did. He did cap in on that Wipe Me Down. He did, but that was it. I mean,
Talk about it.
that was commercial as it got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with him, I mean,
Yeah.
Wipe Me Down was commercial as you was gonna see. But man, 612s. Well, you play 612, you might get punched in the mouth. You know, you feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know,
But you was the one that introduced me to that record also.
come
who,
on.
me?
Yes,
Look.
yes.
No.
NCO,
No way.
NCO. Yes, you did.
No,
I didn't play that record until you started playing that
That's
record.
once again, NCO was a what? It was a club that you could play, You could play to a certain degree. You could play
Hey, I wish
at a certain hour. You could play. I mean, it was level to the NCO.
Right, but like I said, that's the father and son duo too, though. Like I said, that's why I learned a lot of the, you know, the trap music. Like I said, shout out to Bouncer. Also, I learned 3-6 Mafia.
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah,
Come on.
Bouncer. Like I learned 3-6 and Bouncer. I mean, you're the one that introduced me to the G record, the G-ish record by Webby.
Come on.
Like I said, you know, because I mean, I was like, what is
All
that?
y'all writing these songs down.
Get him. Like
Chat writing these songs down.
But like you know, coming towards the up north beat, like I said, the up north pattern, of course, Pops and you know the Bad Boy Radio thing, like I said, with Nat and Pops, you know, that's when the Dipsets and the the LOXs and DMXs and Eves and all that, like I said, Cassidy's, you know, and whatnot, it came from Pops. You know, of course, like you said, you know, Young Guns and Swiss Beats, you know,
Come on.
that was Pops, man. You know, that was Pops dudes back then. Even down to Noriega.
Yeah.
That man just made y'all about 4 crates. Right here live.
Yes.
I mean, if we talking business, we talking, man, we
Hey,
talking
no
that talk.
facts though. Facts though.
One more time. Pee Wee Longway. Which one of y'all will play that?
I don't know who it is.
You wait, stop. Y'all old.
No alibi. Who will play that?
Pee Wee Longway. One moment, hold
Can we
on.
not do this right now? I don't want y'all to show y'all age, man.
Considering the atmosphere, though, atmosphere. I mean, if we're talking corporate wise, we're not playing that record. If we're talking secondary party, like I said, you know, of course, like I said, you know, if we go into a different venue that we know there's gonna be 400 or 500 people there, there's gonna be ratchet, of course. all day.
You gotta understand, like
bankroll.
bankroll.
I mean, yes, of course, bankroll my dude.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
like, there's places where these would definitely rock, and according to the chat, they agree that it depends.
But now, like I said, of course, like now I strayed away from that, and like I said, and I studied the importance of music. I'll play a Jay-Z record, or a Nas record, Mobb Deep record. Like I said, now because like I said, we got older. Like I said, back 10 years ago, of course, we didn't know no better. But now, like we know better, and like I said, and we older now, and we evolved.
Yeah, it definitely takes that. You know what I mean? Like as you get older, your song selection changes, but even your crowd, as they kind of grow with you, you know what I mean? Like they still want to hear some of that stuff. They were in college at a point, they were partying at a point, you know what I mean? Like that's nostalgia. Like All There by Jeezy still go up.
What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Go Crazy still go up. Like I said, even Go Crazy, like I said, the whole Thug Motivation 101 album go up.
So there's times and places as all that. I guess that's the end all conclusion. What you got going on over here, Mark?
I want to know when you sharing screens. I'm researching it right now. I don't even know who Pee Wee Longway is. However, as you can see, I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna find me a Pee Wee Longway song to play at my next gig.
Featuring Rich Homie Quan. It's called No Alibi.
Come on,
you play it. You better be ready to move some tables, move some chairs.
You just had to be there, man. People don't fight the knuck if you buck no more.
They don't fight. Yeah.
No, but they used to, right?
Well, I take that back. You can't. Hold on. Some places you can't really.
When's the last time you had a fight playing knuck if you buck?
Let's
not hypothetical it. Let's not hypothetical it.
It's a karaoke record now. Everybody want to hear it.
All I'm saying is, back in the day, were people not, when you heard that song, was it not, all right, let's move some tables and make sure nothing happens?
No, we ain't moving no table yet. It was just for other reasons.
The tables are going to move.
The tables are going to move. Come on, right? So we know, like certain records do turn classic, even if they used to be those type records. We grow with the records.
Swag Stepper just became platinum.
Just now.
Yes, really?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, bro. Within the last 4.
Go, y'all took me back. He said, because I'm thinking about Bout It. I'm thinking about Pastor Troy. When songs used to play them songs, and all you need to do is just wait because it's about to happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's about to happen.
All the crunk record. We had a crunk era.
What about that Miracle record Bounce?
You true that.
Yeah. That was
no problems. Like this was an era where you knew what was gonna happen.
But now Gotti had one too.
Now they're just classic records. Like you hear Never Scared, you ain't thinking somebody about to fight. Like they just singing the joint. Like you said, it turned karaoke.
Matter of fact, because we got DJs. Matter of fact, I want all my DJs to post a song, whether it be back, has to be back in the day, because ain't too many records that you can play right now that people just gonna turn up.
Young Blood.
Post your favorite record back in the day where once you played it, somebody was about to throw some bows.
Trail, man. I can name one right now. Trailville, Never Ever.
Yeah, no, yeah.
My title turned me up just now.
Yeah, matter of fact, B. Ryder just played. He said, "No more playing GA." That is the oh my goodness. Churchill Cafe, Churchill, and they gave me about 10 records that I couldn't play. It's like, do not play these songs because this club is going to turn left. And they weren't lying. They weren't lying. But that was Pastor Troy was the Jimmy Jump.
Like I said, those records used to make things go up. Now they're classics. Like you said, they're classics. They're karaoke records. People like to sing along with them versus looking to fight somebody with them.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Crash Out music's different.
You ready?
Yeah.
Had a club up. Who Run It by 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
The old school Bout It. Master P.
Yeah.
Oh,
When that bass dropped,
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hootie Hoo was one of them too, though.
I'm trying to tell you that Fiend show, man. That man had me lit.
I'm going to make me a fight crate. That's what I'm going to do.
You hear this? We're going to run it back and just put it in the crate.
I'm gonna play that.
Share with the DJ.
That's right. And put it on Djs Talk private group page. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. We I know Sean at work. I know you got something to do. Something to do.
I was on the air.
Okay. You at the station.
Yeah.
Shout out Djs Talk. Yeah, we out here 106.5.
My dude. My
got an
dude.
exclusive interview on air.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, Shawn, being that you the youngest of the crew, what you got going on coming up? What things excite you right now? Give us the events that you got going on, and what is your master plan behind this thing we call DJing?
I like that.
Like I said, I had a Drew Hill concert from last week. Like I said, amazing experience at Virginia State. Like I said, I met Drew Hill, met Genuine, met H-Town, Shy. I mean, that was one heck of an experience. Pops called me the next day, was just more like, I never had a picture of Drew Hill. And I'm just more like, never? Out of all the years you've been DJ, you never took a picture with Drew Hill? He's like, man, I never got one. Like I said, then on top of that, 3 weeks ago, met Corley Ray. Like I said, it was an amazing experience of meeting her. And like I said, and next a couple of weeks from now, like I said, I got to do a show with Vicky Lowe, a New Orleans bounce artist. Like I said, she gonna be in Petersburg.
Okay.
She's very popular. With this DJ thing, like I said before, like earlier, I'm planning on carrying on this legacy. Like I said, doing bigger venues, and going out of town. Like I said, being internationally known, and like
100%.
Just like my father, like I said, he was DJing with Trey Songz, and just fulfilling my dreams, man.
Okay, how big you want to take it? How big you want to go with it?
However big as it goes, man. Yes, sir.
I like that.
Sky's the limit.
I like that. What?
Sky's the limit.
DJ Foot, you've done well, my son.
Absolutely. You got an Unlocking RVA event this weekend, don't you?
We do.
The Saturday, right? You got silent party, right?
Yep, the silent party.
I know the other joint got pushed back, but you got the silent party this week.
Exactly. If it don't rain. Shout out to Faith.
Shout out to Unlocking RVA, man.
They definitely make sure Shawn in there, like around every Mother's Day. I mean, it's kind of sentimental to me, because that was my mom 5 years ago, but she made sure that every Mother's Day, that we make sure that we
did.
So, that's love right there. Shout out to her, Kelly, all the whole Unlocking RVA crew. I really appreciate them. I mean, there's still a lot of love out here, man, and they show a lot of love. Because we got history. We all know each other, but from our Radio 1 days to right to today, you know what I'm saying? We are who we are, man. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for, like I said, for Radio 1. I mean, back then, they made me who I am. They gave us a household name. And, Nat and I, when we left, they ceremoniously bumped us. And I had a call from DJ Drama. Oh. When he found out about what happened at the radio station, he said, man, come on to the A. I'm like, man, I'm not, for what? You down there, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got the call from Trey. When he found out about it, he heard about it, he gave me the call, and he said, I'll be home. And I said, yeah. I'm like, right. That ain't gonna happen.
Wow.
And sure enough, man, he came home because his partner stayed like a couple of houses down from me. He came, and when he knocked on the door, I opened the door. He was like, what's up, man? You get your passport stuff straight? Yeah, you get your pictures? And I was looking at him like, what? Man, I told him, I'm going to get you on the road. I'm going to put you on the road with me. I'm going to send you my itinerary. And I got the itinerary, man. And it was from there to brother. And
it's history.
Yeah, it's like, yes, that's what I'm saying, man. I can't thank him enough.
You got to pull out the footage for that stuff too, man. We need to rekindle those moments, bro. Pull out some footage, man.
I'm over for a family reunion or something.
But the crazy thing about that, probably a year before that happened, he came out with a mixtape with him and his crew, and my mother was just more like, yo, tell him whose son you are. And like I said, he was just like, and Trey looked at me like, whose son are you? And I'm Foot's son. And he was just more like, you Foot's son? He was just like, that's my dog. He was just more like, yo, you tell your daddy to give me a call ASAP.
Yeah.
This is 2006. He was just more like, yo, tell your daddy to call me. And I'm just, I swear to God, right hand to God. He was just more like, tell your daddy to call me ASAP Rocky. I got on the phone call like, yo, Trey said he want to talk to you. He was just more like, I tell him I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. So I was like, okay.
Y'all too cool.
Yeah, well, back then, I mean, I don't know, but back then, man, I mean, after they ceremoniously dumped us from Radio One, man, I mean,
Yeah.
then I mean, it was like, okay, now, I mean, what we gonna do now? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Nat and I we stayed in touch. I mean, we stayed in touch. We stayed in touch, and it was like, like it's life is over. Like do that radio thing. I mean, they give you that radio thing for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Life expectancy. It ain't gonna be as long as you think it is. So when I came back, I gotta say, shout out to RJ, man. RJ called me. He told me, he said, man, you need to come on back out here with us. Come on back up here with me, man. Let's do this thing on the radio, man. And Street gave me the nod, and I was like, yeah. So shout out to RJ once again and Mike Street, man. They made it happen, and that's why I'm at right now. That's why I'm gonna stay until the wheels roll off, man.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, God has been truly blessed me. He's truly blessed me to be around good people. You know what I'm saying? And, even to the bosses, my big bosses. They look out. They take care of me. And like I said, right now, my little sister Lily, she's doing her thing, and man, I'm so proud of her. So happy for her.
What's happening, Lily Chanel?
Out here, shout outs.
Exactly. So everybody, man, that I've came in contact with in my younger days, I'm still in contact with them. Still family, we still brothers, still got sisters. I mean, we just do what we do, man. And we have fun doing it. And on the Petersburg side, I gotta say, we got like Dr. Smooth here, Lloyd P here, Dirty Money here, DJ. I mean, DJ. You got, like I said, you got Wyatt, you got and you got all these young fellas, man. All these young bucks out here that just doing what they do, and like I said, it's a lot of them out here. It's a lot of talent out here. It's a lot of guys out here. Blue Honcho. I mean, some of these guys,
DJ Stevie,
out there.
They're just coming off the porch, and I respect them. I respect what they're doing. I mean, but on the other hand, I mean, it's like you just got to sit back sometimes and just watch them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be doing too much, and I be like, you know what?
Watching through the screen, though. Watching through the screen, though.
Exactly. Come on. Just watching, you see, you being like, okay, where's all this coming from?
Right.
Who told you was that guy? Or
I get that.
I don't, you don't need no vindication from me to prove your stuff. I mean, you doing what you're doing, and I can respect that. But some of them guys need to sit down somewhere. Just
you speaking truth.
Yeah, they got to sit down somewhere and just be humble, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't been out here 40 years, and walk around here like my chest poked out, like I ain't the man. I mean, I ain't the man because I'm not.
You don't need to do that though. Like I think longevity speaks further than ego. You know what I mean? At least for the people who understand what we are here to do as a culture, as a DJ, as just a lifelong legacy with this thing we call art. For people that understand that, they realize that it's way longer than just the moment. You know what I mean? It's how you capture the moment over time. You know what I mean? So things that ego stuff, like I told myself about a year ago, man, like that's what you got to hold on to for people. Like that's what they got. Like I'm not in it for that. So I can't even relate. Like for me, I love seeing the people that are doing it, that are humble enough to do it the right way and still hungry enough to
But when you've been doing it for a while, you can. I mean,
you have perspective.
You already know you're gonna be humble. You're gonna be humble. You're gonna be humble by it. But if you just coming out the yard, man, you need to check yourself.
It's like childlike faith,
man. I mean, know where you're going with it. I mean,
Yeah.
Your body of work will always speak for itself. No matter what you do, DJing or whatever it is, your body of work, the longevity, the time you put in, and just the people you touch doing what you do. And we just have the ability to touch a lot of people. So your body of work will definitely speak for itself.
Oh yeah, but well, speaking of that, like I said, certain people get to certain statuses, and like I said, and then they act like they over and beyond, and they get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Once you get comfortable, then like I said, that's when you slip up, and then like I said, you fail. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going.
There's
Like I
always
said,
something.
it's always a bigger challenge than it is, like I said, where your comfort space is.
Don't be outworked. No matter what it is you do, do not be outworked. It's simple. But we gonna close this thing out, man. Because I gotta eat. I got a lot of things that I need to do. I'm backed up. I gotta go to Applebee's because I want to get a blondie.
Come on, man.
You got plans. You got plans.
I got real plans here.
I mean, Applebee's. I would prefer Outback or something like that.
He said, I'm going to get a blondie.
No, this is the ritual. This is the ritual, right? Because my girl, she's like, don't stay on there for 2 hours. I mean, all right. So every week I'm on here 2 hours. But we go to Applebee's, we get a blondie, get a little drink, come on home, we start this thing all over again. I get back on the computer tomorrow. I'm gonna download me a fight crate. I'm gonna get a fight crate. I'm gonna send it to Shawn Breezy for validation. I'm gonna send it to Foot for validation. And matter of fact, I might bring that crate with me next week.
We're gonna show it. We're gonna show it on the live.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're
talking about. Man.
I'm gonna bring my About It crate to DJs Talk next week.
Let me hammer. Put it on hammer, man.
Hey, come on. You're right. I'll take it. Look, it's my phone. Don't blame me anyway.
But gentlemen, it has been a true pleasure. Through the conversations, of course, I know Shawn Breezy not as well as I know Foot, but it's been a true pleasure to have you gentlemen on the platform. I hit y'all up and y'all said without a doubt, y'all here. Showed and prove on the behalf of DJs Talk and the platform that we're trying to move or just keep moving. The platform we're trying to keep moving. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate your time. And I'm gonna let Hammer close because he's a man. I know how he feels about Breezy, so I'm gonna let him take us home.
Keep saying that, like
take us home, brother.
We home. We home. I remember the first time I met you, Cool Foot, at Unlocking RVA when I just pulled up on Breezy randomly and just walked up and was just like, it's a pleasure, it's an honor. You know what I mean? Heard amazing things over the years. I met Breezy and it's been love ever since. We've done gigs together. We talk music. We talk on the phone for hours. You know what I mean? So it is literally an honor to have y'all here, on this platform, just to share with people, with the community, with me. You know what I mean? I'm selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, the insight that you've had, you know what I mean, and are continuing to have, and the successes. We are here to give you your flowers while you're here. You know what I mean? So thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you continue to do. And let's not make it the last time we chop it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Of course, man.
Keep this thing going.
Yes, indeed.
We appreciate that.
Y'all platform is for us, by us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making it happen. And I'm proud of both of y'all, man. I love the camaraderie. I love what y'all do. I love how y'all go about it. Y'all are like,
it means a lot, man.
Y'all are good guys. I mean,
somebody gotta be right.
Somebody in the middle gonna have to be that. Y'all got that good cop thing going on, but every one day you gotta have a bad cop.
Hey, look,
and I'm not trying to be the bad cop.
I like it.
Y'all gotta have that bad cop thing, Hell, but you do it with a smile. Look at you cheesing right now.
I can cheese about it because they know I know. That's the thing that everybody on DJs Talk, they know I know. So if you want to talk about bad cop stuff, you can hit me up.
But y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
No,
man.
Thank y'all, man.
Man. I appreciate
we appreciate the opportunity, man.
Yes, indeed. It's DJ Talk, y'all. Thanks, Facebook Live. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, DJs Talk, the YouTube channel. Check me out on Facebook. Check Ham out on Facebook. Check Foot out on Facebook. Check Breezy out on Facebook, on Instagram. And I do not have Black Planet. I talk about it a whole lot, but I don't have Black Planet. I just be messing around. I don't have Black Planet.
His age. You see how that flip cool? Look at him.
You know what? We out here. DJs Talk. Peace.
it.